So first, I will recall back some prerequisites which we should understand thoroughly in order to be able to assimilate this section easily. So, what are binary molecular compounds? Binary molecular compounds are comprised of two elements, but both elements are non-metals. Therefore, chemists implemented a different rule to name and write the formulas of binary molecular compounds due to the fact that they don't have ionic charges. Moreover, when two non-metallic elements combine, they can form more than one type of element. A vivid example is the combination of carbon and oxygen, which can create either carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide. Although these two gaseous compounds are slightly different in their formulas, they indeed have disparate effects on humans. Thus, it is crucial to distinguish between the names of the two compounds specifically and of other binary molecular compounds generally. Naming binary molecular compounds requires the assist of prefixes. Prefix is the preceding part of a word that is attached to the root to coin a new terminology. In naming binary molecular compounds, prefix serves as an indicator that tells you how many atoms of an element are present in each molecule of the compound. Nowadays, there are 10 ubiquitous prefixes and each corresponds with a specific number. So, the prefix mono stands for 1. The prefix di is 2. Tri is 3. Tetra is 4. Penta is 5. Hexa is 6. Hepta is 7. Octa is 8. Nona is 9. And deca is 10. Okay, now I will take about the rule to name binary molecular compounds. First, you have to make sure that a compound is a binary molecular compound by means of examining its component. Second, name the elements in the order listed in the formula from left to right. Third, use prefixes to indicate the number of each kind of each atom. If the first element contains only one atom, then the prefix mono has to be eliminated. Finally, end the name of the second element with the suffix I. Also note that the vowel at the end of the prefix is sometimes dropped when the name of the element begins with a vowel. For example, the formula for CO is carbon monoxide, not carbon monoxide. Okay, now consider an example of Cl2O8. Cl2O8. This molecular binary compound contains 2 chlorine atoms and 8 oxygen atoms. Hence, the prefix of the chlorine is di and the prefix of the oxygen is octa. The name of Cl2O8 therefore will be dichlorine octoxide. Dichlorine octoxide. Now, If you know how to name binary molecular compounds, then writing formulas for them based on the name will be an easier task. To write the formula of a binary molecular compound, use the prefix in the name to tell you the subscript of each element in the formula. Then, write the correct formula of each element accompanied with the corresponding subscript. For example, dinitrogen tetroxide has the formula of N2O4. So, dinitrogen tetroxide has the formula of N2O4. As we can see, prefixes play a pivotal role in naming and writing formulas for binary molecular compounds. Besides chemistry, prefixes also prove themselves to be useful in other fields, especially in learning English vocabulary. A prefix can be attached to a root to coin a new terminology. Consider a practical example of the word horoscope. So, horoscope, which means a forecast of a person's future based on the relative positions of the stars and planets at the time of that person's birth. So, let's examine this word. So the prefix horo is derived from the Greek word horas, which means time. So this one is derived from the word horus, means time. This prefix then combines with the word scope, which is derived from the Greek word scopos, means observe. So this root scope is derived from the word scopos, mean observes. Therefore, we can elicit that horoscope denotes an observance that is related to time. This terminology is modified gradually, and eventually we acquire the modern definition of horoscope nowadays. Another example is the three words rebellious, bellicose, and belligerent. So, rebellious, bellicose, belligerent. Oops. The prefix bells pertains to an aggressive attitude that can cause mayhem. So pay attention to this root. Bell. Thus, rebellious, bellicose, and belligerent indicate a warlike person.